What do you think's going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Also interesting to remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us. He
could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah. At this moment in history, as we're looking at efforts across the country to prevent people from being able to exercise their fundamental rights, prevent people from being able to exercise their fundamental rights.
Jobs of the past are just not going to come back. And when somebody says that he's going to bring all these jobs back, well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do? I'm going to negotiate a better deal. Well, how? What magic wand do you have? How exactly? How?
Welcome to Sanctimonious Men. It's Sunday, February 5th, 2023. I am Saintly Barnes. With me, as always, is Saintly Brandon.
Hello.
We are Sanctimonious American Men. We're here to talk about pop culture, politics.
And be cold.
Everything in between.
You probably can't see it, but we can see our breath.
We can see it. Trying to keep the lights on here.
So, yeah, we're talking about everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Thanks for tuning in. You know.
Oh, the few we got left watching, I know we're peeling you off. We're trying our best to peel you off one by one.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Now give us money.
Steven Crowder's supposedly starting a network. Maybe we should contact
Get in
him.
on that.
Yeah, I thought about doing the Tim Pool thing. I just said, we were just talking about this. I said, I don't know if I'm going to talk about it, but he's doing similar stuff, trying to build an empire. But after what's happened with him the past week, I don't know if I could do that with him.
Right.
He seems like just not very good as far as dealing with confrontations.
That and, pressure. He doesn't seem to be, I think he's groundbreaking in a lot of ways because.
For sure.
He did this first, right? And
Joe Rogan did it first.
Joe Rogan.
Adam Curry started it all. He's the grandfather of pods. He invented the word podcast, I think.
Adam Curry did?
Yeah, because he started his show on the iPod.
The comedian?
No, he was MTV VJ way back in the day.
Oh.
Adam Curry, yeah, the big poofy hair.
I just found out that AJ stayed at where I was staying during Woodstock 94.
AJ who?
Hecklefish.
Hecklefish?
Yeah, the Y-Files. I mean, I've known this for like a month or so.
You know AJ? Or you met him?
Apparently, I met him. He stayed at Tips.
Way back when?
During Woodstock, yeah.
94?
Because, MTV rented that farm out.
Oh, and he was working for them back then?
Yeah, he was working for them back then. I mean, I've met a lot of people during that point. I met Bill Bellamy, Kennedy, right? Got to hang out with Kennedy.
Oh, that must have been fun. No?
It was. I'm not going to say it wasn't. She was very...
outspoken?
I think she was above it all.
She didn't give two fucks. She was acting like it's no big thing. I'm just here doing my job.
Yeah, you guys are on acid, and
right
here I am doing my job.
You think you're part of a cultural movement, and you ain't shit.
Yeah, that's what their attitude.
You just fucking drinking Pepsi.
Yeah, that's what her attitude was. Yeah, I mean, she was nice and all, but
has she always been conservative? That's what I wonder.
She wasn't into smoking and shit. So
maybe she always has been conservative.
Maybe she was.
I mean, I didn't know that until she got her Fox TV show and had like her own,
I wasn't. Well, yeah, not until she got on Fox and started to talk a little bit. Like I didn't just assume that she was conservative because she was on Fox, but
you kind of assume people are liberal for being on MTV, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially back in those days.
I mean, you can assume that people are conservative because they're on Fox, but not everybody on Fox is.
Right. That's true.
Unlike CNN, where everybody is liberal.
I hear they're not doing so good. Lowest ratings in 9 years, I hear.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're fucking shot.
Don Lemon's blowing up on people, making them cry.
They're just such fucking liars. I don't know how anybody can take them seriously. How many times have they been wrong in the last 3 years? 7 years. How many times?
A lot. I mean,
A
they've
lot.
been wrong way back. Yeah, since they don't. They have a past though, because they're like the most trusted name in news. So when they go to issue a correction, nobody listens,
Right.
and they bury it somewhere. So
And
it's
they
just,
barely do that anyway.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that any other news network is any better, but I mean,
Well, it's funny, they have that. There's some type of certification, NewsGuard certified. There's this thing out there that like watches independent news, mainstream media news, and they fact check them and give them a percentage on how much they're telling the truth.
yeah, I bet they're full of shit themselves.
They probably are. They're probably
What is it
just like
called?
Snopes. It's called NewsGuard.
NewsGuard.
And
hey, look at me. Go fuck yourself.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
On the news now.
So I guess like going back to Mr. Poole and his broadcast, he gets like an 85% or something like that, and then like MSNBC gets like 35%.
Right.
So it's crazy. People are watching
That's
these
because
channels.
MSNBC is just fucking straight up lunatic all the time.
Well, it's Pfizer. It's paid by Pfizer. Everything's paid by Pfizer over there. And it was funny that one of our friends' mothers just realized this the other day after, years upon years of like being like, yo, just look who's paying the bills. And you'll find out what news you're getting.
Exactly.
And she was like, you're right. Every commercial's a drug commercial paid by Pfizer.
Everyone is.
Like, yeah, no wonder you're never going to hear a bad thing against their own friggin'
Big Pharma's just
thing.
like that. I mean, how many commercials have you seen where you had to listen to fucking 2 minutes of side effects or something you're not going to remember that you're supposed to ask your doctor about if it's right for you? Right?
And the doctor's getting paid to give it to you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he just says, oh, yeah, it's fine. And it's the same as like the people getting the hospitals being paid for COVID deaths.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't think that inflated numbers. Well, I got a bridge to sell you.
I mean, like we talked about this before in it's Switzerland during the plague. They were spreading it on purpose because they would get
Money.
cutbacks, from the church.
What I heard, I mean, I probably should look this up, but I'm pretty sure it's true, but they, maybe it was India and parts of the EU have banned the shot for healthy young individuals. They've decided that. And there's also, I heard, I should have all this stuff up and reading it, but
Fucking EU.
But supposedly they're like, no, we don't want to give out the shots anymore to healthy young people because it's fucking them up, or there's no need for them to have it.
Well, that's good. At least somebody's doing something.
And supposedly there's going to be, maybe it was Switzerland or some country in the middle of Europe was going to have some lawsuits against the side effects.
Wonder how that's gonna work out in international relations.
I don't know. We're probably going to get banned though for just talking like this. Banned,
we're
banned
just
the little
talking-
guy.
Yeah, I mean, Canada's got that, right? They gotta get vaccinated.
Yeah. Supposedly the emergency powers are over on March 1st or May 1st.
Is that it?
It's coming up soon. Yeah.
Dude, he went to Hamilton last week. Trudeau went to Hamilton. Hamilton's on.
Well, I'm talking about our country, not Canada. I don't know what the fuck Trudeau's doing, but
Yeah,
he got chased, right?
in Hamilton. Yeah,
They chased him out the street. I saw that video. They chased him right off the street, yelling and hollering at him. Like,
I don't think that's a cheap neighborhood either.
yeah, ritzy.
I'm pretty sure that I think it's like Mississauga, which is ritzy. If you don't know, it's east of Toronto or west of Toronto.
Well, the buildings looked fancy as hell, so it looked like he was getting chased right off of like, some Manhattan freaking side street.
Yes, it did. Hamilton's a decent sized city, from what I remember.
So Biden, besides his ending the pandemic emergencies come, I think May, or I think it was May. I should maybe use this thing, find some information. But does that mean we can go back to New York City and not have to fucking wear a mask?
Why would we go to New York City?
I don't know.
There's nothing there for me.
There ain't shit
There
there.
ain't shit there. trees are worth more than people in New York City.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I believe it.
I mean, there's less trees. Commodity. Supply and demand. Huh. Beats the fuck out of me.
I can't type. It's too far away, man.
What about that spy balloon? They brought that shit down. They check it for COVID.
That's what I was thinking. Like, everybody's like, "Why do you care about spy balloons flying around?" I'm like, I can't believe you're even.
Why would you say that?
Because it's Biden and he's letting it happen. And then I heard there were some people saying, "Well, it happened all the time during Trump too." And it's like, okay.
What about?
and then the question was, I was talking with Jack about this. It's like, well, then the question is after that, well, why did he shoot it down then if it happened all the time under Trump?
Yeah.
And it was just a thing that happens. It sounds like bullshit to me.
I'm saying bullshit too, because that couldn't get any citing on that one. I saw that mentioned too. And I asked for a citation, couldn't get one. I asked for one more than once too on Twitter and didn't get one. I don't know.
It's
we don't need any more bullshit here.
But
Okay.
I was thinking that it's like they could just be like letting more coronavirus sprinkle down out of that balloon. They could be they could have an EMP on it. There's all kinds of stuff they could be doing.
It could be. From what I understand, coronavirus is very temperature sensitive. It's pretty cold up there.
It's cold.
But yeah, this shouldn't be happening. We haven't had anything on like that since 9/11, I guess, right? But before that, it's like
Yeah, it says
Pearl Harbor, right?
emergency powers end in May.
But after Pearl Harbor, there was the Canadians, and no, it wasn't the Canadians. It was the French. The Free French invaded Saint Pierre. I didn't forget about you, Saint Pierre. I know you're up there.
They
with
eat
your-
freedom fries.
Yeah. They're French. It's like two islands that are French in North America that everyone always forgets about outside of Newfoundland. People are listening just probably like, what the fuck are you talking about, Barnes? But yeah, the French still got territories. They still got colonies. Actually, we're closer to St. Pierre than we are to like Memphis
Oh wow!
or Minnesota.
When we want to go down to Memphis, this is a great town.
Is it? It's got some bad press lately, hasn't it?
I guess so.
Tyrone Nichols, they beat the hell out of that guy?
Is that where it was? I thought that was that Memphis.
Or was it Memphis? I can't remember.
I don't know, but
Yeah, they beat the hell out of that guy.
yo, how can black officers be white supremacists? That's a good question.
I'm into it. I'm not arguing about it.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't want to suppress other people and be
I mean, if you can get your head wrapped around that, you're mental genius.
I'm all for it. I think the more diverse white supremacy is, the better.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about. They claim that there's some nonsense believes that police didn't exist until slavery. What? Dude, it's in the Hammurabi Code. What the fuck are you talking about? It's been around since the beginning.
People are stupid. They don't know how many moons the Earth has.
Really?
There's people on. They do the TikTok stuff. And they walk around. How many moons does the Earth have? And
Yeah.
they're like 2. It's like that's right. That's right. Very good.
I've seen
Then
shit.
they ask them another one, and they just
How
get it
many
completely
states
wrong.
in the United States? 13.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen it.
I mean, it's no wonder that our society sucks.
Anyway, that Tyrone Nichols thing.
It's no fun going out and talking to people.
No, that's why I don't go out.
Hermit life.
Yeah, man. I heard that he was having an affair with one of the officers' wives or some shit. I don't know if that's any true or not.
Well, that would be a motive.
Right, because they beat the fucking piss out of the guy for no reason, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. That was definitely excessive use of fucking your force, and
Right.
You went way beyond. I mean, the guy just wouldn't stop either, though. I mean, they're both in the wrong.
Absolutely. You can't justify killing the guy.
No, you can't justify killing the guy, but he probably shouldn't have,
Fuck the cops away.
Well, I don't know if he did
I
that,
don't
but he
know if
probably
he did
shouldn't have run away from where he's trying to get arrested. They were trying to
Did he?
arrest him, and then he got up and ran away.
I didn't watch the
And
video.
then they caught him again.
I just saw clips of them beating the hell out of him.
Yeah. I mean, they had him out of his car. I think they might have even tased him. I'm not sure, but he got up and ran away, and that there was like a in between two stops where he was like running around in the woods or something, I think. And then he got beat to death.
Right. Yeah, they were screaming white supremacy about that and shit. They were even doing that in Congress. You know, I saw AOC did her black voice.
It was so funny. I feel like
Don't tell me.
don't
Shut the fuck up.
She's trying to do Obama or something.
I think she was trying to like do MLK or something. I don't know.
It looked funny as hell.
It
But
did.
that's what all those Antifa people are trained to do. They take lessons in how to act like that because they think that it's and it is effective on stupid people. Stupid people see it, and the emotion gets them riled up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional thing.
So there's tons of Antifa people who are trained to be the fucking carnival barker in those situations.
Right.
It's
There's not much weight behind what.
and stupid people believe it.
Well, they can't define fascism, and they're against it. I don't understand this shit. Fucking boggles my mind. At first, I was like, because when they first came here, they were wearing black bloc and everything, and they were doing that in Europe, and I was hip to it in Europe. And I'm like, oh shit, Antifa's here. Now the difference is, the Europeans kind of seem to know what fascism is.
Yeah, they have a deeper
They
understanding.
have a deeper understanding, right? And here they're like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
That's being mean stuff,
If
right?
that person's saying something bad, they must be fascist.
must
So
be.
we have to censor them
Yes. And
because
it's like,
I'm anti-fascism.
that's not a political ideology.
Man, people I mean, even I think the governor down there in Florida, fucking DeSantis might have stepped overboard a little bit for the free speechers, banning the critical race theory stuff. It's like, yeah, we get it. You're doing the right thing in the long term. You ban critical race theory in the young kids' schools, but you're
sure.
acting like you're censoring something in a way that's kind of scary. It's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say that, but they took Jesus out of school, and that's the great equalizer, because God made us all the same,
Mm-hmm.
different shades, whatever, but we're just all children of God, and that seems to protect everybody, give everybody equality. But without that, you got to come up with some bullshit. Without believing that everyone's no better or worse than you are.
Right.
Just,
I might have to zip up like you. That's pretty good. Good thinking.
yeah, I should have brought my hat, my fucking hood. It's got pretty cold this week, huh?
Some blankets over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, damn cold.
The wind chill.
Negative.
Yeah, we're in the negatives, huh? I thought I had the house all set up,
You're like, yeah, I'm good.
Then it got cold. I'm like, shit, I gotta put more plastic over these fucking things.
Damn. How was the fuck was I just gonna ask you? I don't know. I thought it was something about the cold. Oh, today was beautiful. Kinda compared. I walked outside and I was like, what the hell's going on?
I mean, it's been sunny the last couple of days, but it's still cold.
Very cold. Bare cold.
Not not Buffalo cold or
So, Winnie the Pooh, he's in public domain now. You know that?
Is he?
Yeah.
How?
It's been over 75 years since his first book was released.
Oh,
So you can write stories about Winnie the Pooh now.
nice.
Make movies about him.
Winnie the Pooh.
Somebody has already has one out called fuck, I can't even remember the name of it, but it's like Winnie the Pooh is a mass murderer in the forest.
All right, I didn't know that.
So I just found it interesting. I don't know why it popped into my head, but a lot of things are going to be coming into public domain in the next few years because of the 75-year rule.
Right.
within 12 years, they said that you'll be able to do your own Batman movie because he appeared in that comic book in the 30s or something. I don't fucking know. You want to be in your own Batman movie?
I am Batman. I forgot who said that. They were taping a movie with Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
and he kept saying in between takes, I am Batman. And they were killing the people he was working with. It wasn't a Batman movie. It was after he was Batman.
Oh, it's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Land of Blood and Honey.
Yeah. Let me see what else is in the news. What else you got? I mean,
Oh, fucking Hunter admits that the laptop is his, and then he
That's
goes
not-
back on it.
that's not possible.
It is possible. They tried to sue
I know.
over his personal information.
Now he's walked it back already.
Walked
saying,
it
well,
back
no,
already.
well, no. I mean, it's not really mine.
It's not really mine. That's Russian disinformation.
They're so fucked. I don't understand how they're still there.
Dude, granted, I don't agree with everything the Republicans do, but I see these people on Twitter, and I'm just like, what fucking world are you living in? How far are you going to bury your head? Sure, arrest Donald Trump. I don't give a shit, but he's not fucking president anymore. Wake the fuck up. This shit's happening now with proof.
I think the best part is when there's people saying like, arresting Trump. Oh man, I got a brain fart.
Rob Reiner every day. Arrest Trump. Every fucking day, multiple times a day. I don't even know why he's on my feed. I don't follow him or anything. Meathead we're talking about here from All in the Family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trump is living rent fucking free in
In a lot of people's heads.
lot. Jeff Treatich, Spicy Mayo, whoever the fuck you are. Like multiple times a day. I saw something today. You know how like Bing puts that Trump thing up when you first log in, then it's gone.
I haven't seen that.
So when you log on to Bing or like I guess Yahoo, or I've seen it on Yahoo, you'll see a story, and it says something about Trump, but as soon as he like settles, it's gone, right? And then-
Right. It's just there to like keep them in your brain.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it's like,
It's gone, and
Yeah.
then you got to go look for it, and you're like, where the fuck was that article?
mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the fuck they were talking about. It was something about trading with fucking Ukraine and yada, and they're blaming Trump, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what I was gonna say. I saw the View was saying like, fuck, what was it about? It was about something just recently. It was about maybe either Hunter and the files coming out like his laptop or like the classified files, whatever. But they're like, I have a feeling it was Trump that did this.
I know, it's so fucking nuts. So they found that Hunter had pictures of the classified files.
Oh
Right?
God.
For some reason, he had pictures.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
One's better than the FBI had. Right?
Nice.
Remember the layout they gave for Trump? Better than that. And these people are still going on about like Trump did this somehow.
Yeah. Somehow Donald Trump did this.
Like, how do you keep going?
If they think that, they better start believing in that QAnon bullshit.
Dude, we're at the point where like these people are obviously paid shills because I don't know how you could. This shit's recorded. Like, don't you watch your own show? Like, I don't get it. You know.
How about Whoopi saying about the Atlanta stuff? When is this going to stop? Do we need to see white people getting beat before this stops? Did you see her say that?
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
She's racist as fuck.
I was like, I can go on the internet now and see a lot of white people getting killed by cops.
Sure.
It ain't fucking like it's hard to find.
No, I mean, you know, and then they'll say, well, that's just because of, you know, like percentages and shit.
Trump did it.
That's Trump.
It's just video Trump put on the internet.
Throw us off the
Throw us
scent.
off. The dog whistles.
Oh God.
But that whole friggin' segment was just dog whistling racism.
That's all they do there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's memes about them, like the methane in the atmosphere. It's them talking. You know, it's so absurd.
There was a good meme about a whale that got beached.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like it after it was separated from the girls on the View, it didn't know where to go, so it ended up beaching itself. I forget, but it was pretty fucking funny.
I learned about the
And when it got separated from its pack, the View, I don't know,
there's a
insinuating they're big fat whales.
right. There's an international
So stupid.
phenomenon about whales and making whalebone arches.
A whalebone arch. What the fuck is that?
So when whales, they got big rib cages,
Mm-hmm.
so they wash up, and then people don't find them.
Okay, so people are like building like gardens out of them or something.
There's just like this gateway arch thing made out of whale bones that's international that people didn't know. So like in Alaska, there's whale bones. Like
Everywhere.
Japan,
Mhm.
Thailand, whatever. Yeah, everywhere people did that. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, really.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're kind of already an arch already.
Yeah, so they're trying to get them taken down or something.
No, it's just they just noticed that recently that was an international thing, an unspoken ritual of making arches out of whale bones that wash up on beaches.
Learning about archaeology.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least they're not trying to cancel it. I thought
No.
maybe they're like trying to tear them down and be like, oh, the PETA is after them.
No.
Well, I heard they're going. I mean, I don't know how true it is, or most of this stuff is like you see on the internet. There's a grain of truth to it, but some people don't want Aretha Franklin's song, "A Real Woman," a natural woman. Yeah, it offends them, triggers them.
That's how crazy we got. That used to be a feminist song, right? That females will get into it because it's about female empowerment,
Mm-hmm.
But because it says natural, they don't like it, right? Because she's naturally born. She didn't mean it that way. She didn't even mean, she wasn't even thinking about transgenderism when she wrote that song.
No,
Um,
but it must be erased.
this is crazy.
Man, if those people had time machines, we'd be fucked.
Oh yeah, we'd be definitely fucked.
The whole world would be fucked.
I love how they just want to erase shit and never build anything.
Yeah, they just want to eat their fucking Fruit Loops and watch Netflix.
There's this one guy I watch. His name is JJ McCullen, some shit like that. He's a Canadian guy out in Vancouver. He's a gay guy. Not that that's much of his identity, but I could tell. And he talks about history a lot and culture, kind of like we do. But he's into flags and he's into history a little bit more. And recently, I never heard him say he was gay. I just assumed, right? And
Okay.
recently he did a video about not feeling comfortable around the gay flag and being gay. And
Wow. So you thought this guy was gay, and then he makes this video about.
yeah, I thought he was gay, but he didn't talk about that stuff ever.
Mhm.
So I didn't care,
Mhm.
whatever. But when he finally did, he was like, I don't like it because it makes me feel uncomfortable. As if like my identity of sexual preference is somehow supposed to be, put into a limelight where others isn't.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I preferred it in the '90s where nobody really cared, and I didn't.
No, don't ask, don't tell.
Yes, because I didn't tell, they didn't care.
Yeah. I could understand that. Some people probably way more comfortable living like that. They don't have to wear it on their sleeve.
And now he's like talking about, and now it's to the point where like, state governments and territorial provincial governments are putting up the flag next to their state or provincial flag, and other government officers are flying it, and it's in schools and state, public schools, and doesn't like it. He says, and there's this whole like queer capitalism going on where like they've realized like, oh, gay people have money now. Like let's pander to them.
Mhm. Well, got to give credit to Jimmy Dore where credit's due. I believe it was him. No, it was Bill Maher. Fuck. This past Friday and his revolution. He's like, I asked Chat GPT about what, how what does the new woke movement and did he say Marxism or communist socialism have in common? I forget what he said, but it was something like that. And he was like making a joke, and he's like, "Well, how much time you got?" Because it's the exact same shit. Right. It's like, forget your past, forget
race history,
forget your culture, forget everything. We're starting new again, and it's like
new again.
And it's like, and when you listen to the John or the Beatles song, so you say you want a revolution, he's like, that's exactly what John was talking about. He's like, so you say you want a revolution. Well, if you're carrying around pictures of Chairman Mao, you ain't going to get what nobody know how.
Right.
It's like, yeah, you think you're reinventing the human species, but it's like, no, you're an idiot being led around by the nose.
This has been done before. We've seen it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right. For a long time in my life, I didn't understand it until I met a Russian friend, after the Cold War. And he was like, dude, all this shit, that's Marxism. Like, I didn't even understand fascism and Nazism until I met him. And he was like, yeah, there's Nazis in Russia. I'm like, how is there Nazis in Russia?
I thought they only grew in Germany.
I thought they were German. And then he explained that there was different types of Nazism, and I was like, oh. And then he explained the difference between that and fascism. I was like, oh, all right. Because here we're just kind of taught to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. But I can't wait to spread that word, and I'm glad Bill Maher brought that to the masses and was just like, your woke shit is just fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's just regurgitated fucking Marxism.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy the culture before you.
And I think he had a good point. It was like the 4 4s or the 4 R's, something like that. Or
reading, writing, and arithmetic?
No, it was the 4 somethings that you had to change about yourself. And it was one thing.
4 agreements?
I'll look it up. I got one of these stupid computers here.
One of them computer eyes.
But, yeah, Bill Maher fucking finally, like, I mean, he still got the TDS. He still has that strong, but at least he's not licking the boot of the Biden administration so bad he can't see what's going on.
And he's willing to deal in reality somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people who just won't deal in reality.
No, they're
There's still people who don't realize that Biden's president. You know that, right?
No, come on.
They swear that an insurrection happened, Trump, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that lasted 2 hours. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, some of those people. Yeah, they're definitely not in reality.
I'm not saying saying January 6th should happen, but nobody took power. Nobody took power away from it. Everybody went back to work the next day.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Or maybe it was Mao's for...
Mao killed a lot. They're still killing people over there over shit. The Uyghurs, right?
Oh, the 4 olds. That's what he called it. Mao's 4 olds.
What are Mao's 4 olds?
Okay, this was old customs, old culture, old habits, old ideas. That's was part of the friggin', you have to get rid of that to be in the new party. You got to get rid of the 4 olds. Customs, culture, habits, and ideas. What the fuck? That's your whole life.
Right. And then they did it. They fucking did it.
They fucking did it.
They did it. I mean, same shit happened in Angola, right? Is that where communism's still going? I mean, it didn't happen as much in Cuba, right? Ironically, I don't know how the Cubans... because the Cubans are the most, out of the Latinos that I've seen, they have their own thing going on. And they really embrace their Spanish heritage, the Cubans, from what I've gathered, compared to Mexicans who are just like, yeah, fuck Spain. Mexico's awesome, fuck Spain. But the Cubans still have some kind of admiration for Spain, in my experience, I've noticed. And another thing that the Communist Party didn't accomplish in Cuba is removing the church. There's still churches in Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
They're not supposed to be, but they couldn't get rid of them.
Because
because they were just too religious.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing happened to Mao with animism. So he was trying to get rid of religion too. And they were like, Mao, these people are still praying to their ancestors in the mountain and shit. What do we do?
They've been doing it for thousands of
Yeah.
years.
We're not going to stop.
So that's one for Bill Maher in my book.
He's been coming around.
Yeah. And I feel like he's probably losing viewers because I know there's a lot of people that I know personally that watched him regularly for their spoonful of bullshit.
Right.
And when they hear something like that, they're going to be like, I got to turn him off. I can't watch him no more.
That's what they say, but all those people are still on Twitter. Still leaving Twitter, are you?
Well, I'm just saying, a lot of soccer moms watched Bill for the news,
Right.
the democratic view. It was kind of like he was more serious. I mean, I don't know. Now they watch The View, so fuck.
Right, but no, you're right. Though there was a lot of people on the left who watched Bill Maher, right? And which is weird because like the name of his show is politically incorrect, and that's how he started.
It used to be. Now it's real time.
Oh, okay. But that was his whole shtick for a
Mhm.
decade or more, right?
Well, he even said that. Like, he started out having to rail against Republicans because they don't believe in climate change and, they don't believe the science. And he's like, now I have to rail against lefties who don't believe fucking there's a difference between a man and a woman.
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck's going on?
That shit's gone crazy. I've seen some people like that have shocked me that I've known my whole life be like, yeah, that trans person's a blank. I'm like, really? You really think that? When did this happen?
Ooh, that's scary.
It is, man. Especially when you see people in Gen X doing it, because it's not something like we grew up with. I mean,
Well, all I know that is, if I had to put it into some psychological category, not that I'm a fucking doctor, you're just trying to hang with the cool crowd.
something like that, right?
You're just trying to fit in, and
I mean-
and that's the crowd you want to be with.
Right. I mean, as far as I remember, like there wasn't much in it in the pop culture as there is now. Like I remember, like The Crying Game, right?
Mm-hmm.
That movie. We're about the IRA.
Is Boy George in that?
He sang the song.
Oh,
But I
okay.
don't know if he was in it. I actually don't know. Oh wait, Forrest Whitaker was in it. Forrest Whitaker was a British soldier. I think he was in Northern Ireland, and he gets captured by the IRA, and he's got a girlfriend, right? And he befriends his captor, and his captor basically lets him go. He dies anyway by accident, but the IRA is pissed that he lets him go, and he feels this commitment towards Forrest Whitaker's character. I can't remember the guy's name, and Forrest Whitaker had this girlfriend that he asked him to take care of, right? If you're gonna kill me, take care of this person. And the guy agreed, and he goes to take care of the person. He falls in love with them, and then he finds out that they're a dude. Now, I knew it was a dude at 18 years old. I
I
remember
saw that Adam's apple.
I remember saying it. That's a dude. No,
Mhm.
that's a dude. That's what this movie's about. That's a dude. But yeah, that was the most exposure I really remember to it.
Yeah. Well, if you're looking at percentages of population, it shouldn't be everywhere you look.
Right.
It's fucking everywhere
You look at the bank. There's a fucking pride flag. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It's friggin'
You
at
go-
the Super Bowl. It's at fucking
Yes.
the Oscars.
Hockey.
Everywhere, and you're just like, that's the entertainment industry is dying because of it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like that dude. Some hockey player. Name starts with P. I don't really follow Canadian.
Oh yeah,
politics.
yeah. Canadian politics. You don't follow
No.
hockey.
But he didn't want to participate in Pride Day.
He
Right?
didn't want to wear the patch or some
Something
jersey
like
that
that.
was a rainbow.
And then his jersey sold out that week.
Yeah.
They had record sales.
These numbers don't lie. People want to ignore them all day, but the numbers don't lie.
No.
And I always go back to the internet numbers. You look at these things with Trump versus Biden, he's just smashing the guy online with numbers. You look at like Hobbs versus
Oh yeah,
she's smashing fucking
Yeah.
Hobbs.
you could see that pretty blatantly. Like if you go to their pages on whatever.
Yeah,
social media-
millions of followers.
Yeah, she's
and
got
the other
twice
one's
as
got
many.
like 4,000, 10,000.
Right.
So
I-
it's like, how did these numbers not translate to votes?
votes. Right. You could see that on Twitter. You could see that on Facebook. Just go to their campaign pages. You'll see how many people are following.
So to me, that's just the elephant in the room that nobody wants to really pay attention to, because it's like, how can these numbers be so different online versus these voting numbers?
Right.
It's just fucking stupid.
It is stupid.
It's pretty obvious. I'm not Sherlock Holmes or anything, but Watson, I believe we found
Yeah.
some discrepancy.
And people are bitching about this Arizona thing, and they just take the loss already. She's not done yet. I mean, she's not even. I don't think she's trying to win. I think she's trying to say, "Hey, they cheated, and I can prove it."
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it seems like she's proved it.
And they may recall her. I heard that that's a movement that may be happening. They're going to recall Katie Hobbs. Possibly.
She should have stepped down from her position.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit. It's like, how can you run the election and be in it at the same time? Anybody who believes that's okay, you are a piece of shit as well.
Yeah, that's machine politics.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
Right.
no, but I'm a good person. It's like, no, you still, that doesn't matter how good you are.
No.
You should have no affiliation with running something that you're in a contest of.
But see, that's where the whole shit gets confused, because people think that they're good people, and I'm not saying they're not. They probably are good people. But there's a difference between your daily life and how you conduct yourself and how the government conducts itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
The government shouldn't be trying to be good or bad. It should just be, right?
Yes.
It should be non-biased. It shouldn't be biased one way or another, right? And it's been biased before in the past, and it's biased now, and it will be biased in the future.
Yeah, it's never going to be perfect.
It's never going to be perfect, and that's the thing. The founding fathers knew that it was never going to be perfect. That's why they said a more perfect union, right? To form a more perfect union, because it's not perfect, and it's never going to be. But you can always try to form a better union, right? Form a better government. That's also why they gave us guns, because, the government might get fucked up one time.
Yeah. Well, you're going to need an F-16 if you want to fight us now. I was saying that to Vern, my older brother, last week. I was like, Tom Cruise should be able to have any fucking airplane he wants.
Holy libertarian.
The Air Force won't let him buy a fucking, like a Tomcat, fucking, F-22, anything, Raptor.
Right.
Because it's a fucking military. It's like, dude, fuck that. He should be able to fly whatever fucking thing he can buy.
I mean, it depends where he goes. Like, if he bought one and went to not American Samoa, he'd be the entire Air Force, right? They'd be like, sweet, come on in.
We got Tom Cruise as our Air Force.
We're badass. We got Top Gun.
No, but that's one thing I do hear a lot with the libertarians and whatnot. The First Amendment doesn't say what class of military shit you
Sure.
can have.
There was the 1931 Firearms Act, so that changed all that.
1931?
I think it's 1931, yeah.
But that's not the Constitution.
No, it's not. It's I don't know what it is. It's a law.
It's a
federal
law.
law.
Federal law?
Yeah, it's not the Constitution.
So it probably could be challenged then.
It could be, but they're not going to let you have nukes.
I know, but still.
I mean, you can have a tank in Texas, right?
Probably.
I don't think it said about tanks on their Constitution.
I mean, shit. You can't even get a raccoon in New York.
No, you can't. Or a skunk.
Who are these people telling me I can't have a skunk?
I've met people that had raccoons and skunks. I could see it, because, like, I kind of had a pet skunk for a little bit. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean for it to.
He just liked your garbage.
What? All right, so here's how it started out.
Here's how I met my skunk.
I had a black and white cat. I didn't want this cat either, but it just took to me, and somehow I became its favorite. I saw it as another mouth to feed originally.
That's all it was.
That's all it was. Shit, now I gotta buy kitty litter and fucking cat food. We gotta take this thing to the vet. Anyway, but eventually it grew on me, and we became best friends. And so one day I was meandering through the house, I look out the sliding glass door, and I see the cat eating food because we used to leave food out for it outside. Middle of the day. So I go to outside and pet the cat. I'm not even paying attention. I reach down, I pet the cat, and I touch it, and I realize, oh,
That stinks.
it's fucking matted as fuck. I look down, little skunk just looks up at me. Hey.
And you're just petting away. You're like, holy shit.
Yes. You gonna bite me or something? What the hell's going on? Anyway, yeah.
Did you have your glasses on?
No.
How stoned were you?
I might have been pretty stoned. I can't remember. But ever since that skunk used to come around and
Eat your cat food and chill.
yeah, sit on the deck. Look at us.
This guy likes me.
Cat and him would play. I'm like, what? They think they're related or some shit because they look alike.
That's great. I mean, animals are cool. I think you should be allowed to own animals just like, yeah. What the fuck? Why do people got to have licenses for everything? Or people making laws against shit,
Environmental protection, I guess.
Fucking helmets. Like, the helmet law passed, like, when we were just out of high school for, like, riding bikes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with
We didn't have any
fucking
helmets.
the world? What's wrong with the world?
We were building fucking makeshift ramps and jumping our BMXs over people.
Yeah. Fucking helmet rule.
I remember.
Now, if your kid's riding down the street without a helmet, you're going to get a fucking ticket.
That's
like you
ridiculous.
want to just knock the cop out. That gives you one of those.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You're going to give the kid a ticket? Or they give the parents a ticket?
I don't fucking know.
Either way, that's ridiculous.
That's stupid.
I saw there was one kid, I don't want to mention his name. I saw him, we were coming down the hill, all right? And a car was coming up, a fucking station wagon was coming up the hill. And his bike tire, he hit the car. His bike tire went underneath the bumper, and he went over the fucking car.
Ooh.
I had a perfect peripheral view of it.
Ooh, damn. Header.
Yeah. He was okay, though. He walked away.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah.
Fucking better believe it.
Uh,
Speaking of tucking and rolling, how about this guy that was like chasing after that Project Veritas fucking MacBook or whatever, he's like, O'Keefe went in and was like,
the guy that flipped out?
yeah, he was tucking and rolling all over the place.
Well, he got caught on camera saying that they were, looking to gain function. Not to understand it better, to spread it and make more profits.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Well, if we can have the cure before we release the virus,
Yes.
we're going to make some money.
Yeah, it wasn't like we're just studying it for research to, so we know what to expect. It was so we could release it and make profits.
So if anybody doesn't know, the story starts out with the Project Veritas, which, if you're a lefty, you believe is just a Putin's fucking TV show or something like that. But some right-wing extremist, James O'Keefe. But if you're a normal person, you just realize he's just an undercover investigator.
Yeah, that's it.
So he honey traps people.
Yes.
So he'll like set up a date on Tinder with one of his undercovers with somebody that they're targeting.
Right.
They'll go on a date, and these mutts that are usually on the date just act like they're, I'm so powerful. I have to show how powerful I am. And they just spill the beans.
And that's what happened with this Pfizer guy?
It was a Pfizer guy, yep.
So he was a gay man, right? And they set him up on a date.
Mm-hmm.
And during the date, he's being recorded, and he admits to...
They didn't call it gain of function. They called it evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't call it that. We call it evolution.
Right. So he admitted on camera that they were evolving the virus to infect people so they can make more profits, so they can keep this thing going. And then they got caught and called out for it. And he was like, I was just trying to impress you.
I'm a liar. I lie. That's what men do. They lie on dates. I was like, you're a piece of fucking shit, dude.
Why the fuck would you lie about that? Who thinks that's cool?
Oh, man. You fucking psychopath.
Yeah. They see nothing
for real psychopathic fucking behavior.
They see nothing wrong with it.
That's what men do. I'm a psychopath.
I see people fighting negativity with negativity all the fucking time. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make you a good person.
No. So, anyways, then he attacks O'Keefe and crew, smacking their iPads out of their hands, grabbing their cameras.
He's trying to get the Mac pad back.
And the whole time after he goes fucking full on crazy, he's like, "They're hurting me! Stop touching me!
Nobody's touching them.
They're attacking me! Stop them! Stop them!" And he's like trying to yank the iPad out of their hand.
That's bullshit.
And then they falsely imprison the whole crew because they locked the doors on the freaking restaurant and called the cops. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I feel like James is going to come out with a couple bucks out of this one.
Well, he released that, and then all of a sudden Google was like, nope.
Yeah, and then YouTube suppresses it by taking it and knocking it off at anybody who's reposting it.
Yep.
So that's the times we live in, folks. You just cannot get real news even if you want it.
Even if you want it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you always got BitChute, but you can't find hardly anything on BitChute.
No, it's
and then
BitChute's pretty extreme.
Rumble's okay, but
Rumble's okay.
Have you used Odyssey or the other one?
Not much.
Yeah, me neither. What's the other one? Odyssey and
OogeTube.
No,
that's one of them. OogeTube.
Ooge, I haven't seen that one. But yeah, they don't like what you're saying. Well, you can't say it. We'll
can't
just take
say it,
you
right.
off the air. It's a wonderful thing. Wonderful world we live in.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, this ends either like one or two ways. Either like they come in control and it's a slow decline and people die around us and totalitarianism, or somebody comes in and kicks our ass, which is unlikely. So
yeah,
we got to wise up. That's the only other thing to do is wise up and realize, like, hey, just because we think this way doesn't mean that they think that way 10,000 miles away, right? They might not agree with you, and you can't force them to think your way.
Well, that's like it's 10 blocks away. It's like there people we know that we grew up with who are wholeheartedly lockstep. Like, yeah, just keep me safe. I'll give up my freedom.
Right.
I prefer safety over freedom.
Right.
It's like, give me a digital passport. Lock me down, Daddy.
Lock me down, Daddy. Do it again, Daddy.
So
but even those people, we would share common ideology with them, right? Because we're both from America, we're both from wherever.
As long as they're getting fucking some type of monetary system pumped into their bank account, they don't care.
Right.
As long as they can buy food for their family
Food
and watch
circuses.
Yeah, watch a fucking Netflix movie. They don't care. It's like, take away all my freedoms. Just.
I think a lot of those people do that shit without realizing what's happening.
Once again, we can go back to the Matrix analogy where Morpheus tells Neo, he's like, "Look at these people, Neo." It's like they're so friggin' about the system that they're in. They're willing to die to protect it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot.
Yeah. It's like,
That's
what
like
was that, Dinner with a Friend, that old movie, or Dinner with a Stranger, I forget, but the guy explains, he's like, look at this prison. It's like New York City is basically just one big prison, and the people have built up the fucking walls themselves, and they've become the guards, and they fucking patrol them.
Yes.
They are the inmates.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because New York City's a... Never mind. I don't like the city. I'm not a...
Escape from New York, bro.
I mean, the thing about New York is,
Snake
like,
Plissken.
I'm not a big fan of cities, but if I'm going to be in a city, it might as well be New York, because that's the one I'm most comfortable in. I could sleep there. Like, I don't get scared. Like, I'm not worried about what's around the corner in New York City, even though if I don't know what's around the corner, right?
Yeah.
But, like, even like when we went to Indianapolis, remember? I was kind of like, I don't know who the fuck these people are. I don't trust them.
Right. At least you have like some type of New York fucking card you could try and pull in New York.
Yeah.
Like, forget about it. I'm just trying to sleep, buddy. Give me a jelly
Get the
donut.
fuck out of here. But,
Yeah. I hear you. When you're in a strange land, you definitely don't feel as comfortable.
So I was telling you before, I didn't mention it on the show, but this is how I got into this. So people were debating online about upstate versus downstate, right? And Ulster County is definitely upstate, right? There's no question. The only thing is that we got going on is we pay some luxury taxes to the city, right? If you're a homeowner.
Okay.
And nobody goes to the museums anyway. Pierce. But you know, I was like, wonder how far back this goes. Wonder how far back I could prove that this is a thing. And then I came upon, I was telling you earlier, you know, the Esopus Wars, right?
Yeah.
And I think that is the defining moment between upstate and downstate, because Wiltwyck, which is Kingston today,
Okay.
was a colony that was launched from Fort Orange, which is Albany today, right? And it was the people in Albany who made the colony in Kingston. And when they were attacked, they came and backed them up. Amsterdam didn't. They said, fuck you, you're too far away. And so I was like, well, if Albany, you know, built these two colonies, talking about Wiltwyck and whatever the hell Schenectady was called, then that's definitely upstate, right? Like, you can't say, like, upstaters made it, they defended it, they bled for it, they killed for it. And New York City didn't help at all. So they would have no claim to Ulster County. So I was like, that's got to be the line. That's the hard firewall right there. I don't think Orange County's upstate. I mean, I don't think Orange County's downstate. You know, it seems like upstate to me. You know,
I feel like a lot of people have no fucking clue what downstate and upstate is, and I am one of them people. I would say, if I just had to, I would say Orange County is upstate.
I would say Orange County's upstate.
Yeah. But I really could care less. But it is interesting what you just brought up about that line.
Yeah. So even like the Dutch must have had that feeling of upstate and downstate, or
That long ago.
350 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where it starts. You know, and it seems like that's been a thing, right? Because another thing that was going up here was the French, right? So they didn't have the French down in the city, you know, because French Arcadia was coming down. And, you know, so there was French in the area, right, who were coming down from Quebec, essentially.
Quebec.
And, I mean, they're still here today. Like, you drive around town, you still see Quebec fucking license plates every weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. And when I went my deep dive about the Esopus Wars.
The Esopus Wars, people. Look for Barney's 1 hour special.
Yeah, I'll do something soon.
Coming soon.
I'll give a bullshit about the Esopus Wars, yeah.
Well, I'm in a war right now for trying to stay warm. So let's either show some memes or let's rip through some last bits of news. If there's anything, I think there's something. I had something right here.
What do I got for memes this week?
I just fucked it up.
I thought you were going to say I just farted.
I'm just trying to see if there's any news we skipped.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We skipped a bunch, I know, but it's cold. It's cold, people. My toes is cold, and like, we ain't got a heater up in this bitch. I mean, we should, but that costs money. I guess.
I don't have all memes. This one thing is a.
We did go over a little bit of the AOC going crazy on the floor.
Yeah.
But I did see a good meme because Swalwell also got the axe from his committee, and it was the Chinese spy balloon, and it said something like.
Oh yeah, love Fang.
Yeah,
I think I got that. I think I got that in the memes.
Ooh, I blew up his spot. All right, you want to do them, or you got something else?
Let me set these first ones up. So these first ones are about blackface in Hollywood.
Okay.
And how it's used, and the difference is one is impersonation and one is mockery, right? And you could tell how they're doing it, whether they look like somebody specific or not, and at the style of blackface. So I got some examples of that.
I just watched Babylon, which was a movie. I guess it didn't do so well at the box office. It's a long one. It's 3 hours, but they had some blackface in that. Yeah, Just and Margot Robbie was in it, so it was a big production. And for them, it wasn't blackface. It was a black person that had to put black makeup on to look blacker for film.
So that's fine.
I don't know.
They're actors.
Yeah, he's
but
playing
there's a
part.
difference between like impersonation and mockery.
And all right,
and that's what these first.
Let's keep that in mind when we look at this.
So this is Sarah Silverman, and she's got literally black on her face, not brown. And she's got the white around the lips. That's mockery.
That looks like mockery, I would say. Yeah, it looks fucking ridiculous.
How the hell do I get this to move on?
Is it froze?
No, I don't think so. Hold on, back out a second.
Back out a second, he says. Here we are. He's going to figure it out, folks. Let's see if there's anything else I have here. I was watching a lot of stuff on Oak Island Mystery. I love that stupid show. Everything's like, and if so, it's more or less like Ancient Aliens. They always say the same stuff. Yeah. And if so, does it have a connection with? And then, what
the fuck happened to my thing?
We have
this is it?
AOC throws a temper tantrum.
I got it now.
Project Protect Keanu.
Here we go.
All right. He says he's got it going. Here we go. So we're going to look at some things about blackface.
All right. So this is mockery. All right.
That's mockery.
Impersonation.
Jimmy Kimmel. Malone.
He's impersonating Karl Malone.
Mm-hmm. Joy Behar. Who knows that she's impersonating or just...
That I don't think she's supposed to be anybody specific.
Right. Ted Danson. That's mockery.
That's definitely mockery. Right. He's got the white lips.
Jimmy Fallon.
That's impersonation. Him doing Chris Rock. And I think that's Chris Rock doing Sammy Davis Jr. He looks like him, you know?
Okay.
You know, so I would say these three are impersonation. They're not trying to make fun of anybody.
Uh-huh.
Well, except the person they're impersonating.
Right.
They're not making fun of a race, though. And here we got Howard Stern mocking, right?
That's mocking.
Yeah, it's mocking. And here we got Justin Timberlake mocking.
Trudeau.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Justin Timberlake. No, that's Justin Trudeau. Holy shit. He did it a couple times.
Oh, he's done it more than... He's got a banana down his pants here. He's done it more than a couple times. This guy, he not only did he do black face, he did black legs, black arms, black hands.
Yeah. He's got issues.
Yeah, he does. Here he is, the black hand.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's the picture I think I have. Yeah.
Rent-free.
Rent-free, buddy.
Rent-free.
When you're hungry, but all the food in the house needs to be cooked. Yeah, that's about right, bro. Just die. Disney, Caucasian characters. Oh, my God. If you can't see that because he's got his little thing pulled up, that was Kramer going over the white stripe with a black roller.
Yes.
Retirement plan. 1, move to Mexico. 2, give up citizenship. 3, come back illegally. 4, set for life. Yes, that's the fucking plan.
I know somebody's got that plan to get their license back.
It's fucking amazing.
Oh, here we have Nick Cannon.
What the fuck's he dressed as? Versace?
He's got a designer mask on.
Get out of here.
Yes, he's got like a Gucci fucking mask on.
That looks fucking dumb.
No shit. He looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, but like a cosplay one that wasn't made good. Fucking joke.
I tell you,
I wonder how much he paid for that junk.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, it's fucking 30,000. Anyways, here's we didn't start the fire.
David
That's David Koresh from Waco, folks. That's fucked. When you realize that the last day of 2023 will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Welcome to heaven. Here's your harp. Welcome to hell. Here's your accordion.
Oof. Calling all mediocre males, women's medals, records, scholarships, sports sponsorships are all now up for grab.
Live your dream by ruining theirs.
That's what's going on.
That is what's going on.
I can't believe there's so many stupid soccer people, mommy-is out there that can't see it.
I don't know what this is. This was something
Turfs can suck my huge trans cock.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
These are
Turf. What's this? Does that mean again?
Turf means
It's
trans-exclusive female.
Right. It's a female that doesn't believe that trans women are women.
It's somebody who thinks that only naturally born women are women.
Yeah. Yep.
So me.
J.K. Rowling.
You.
You.
Most people you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Us. Sanctimonious American men. No, sweetie. When I said educate yourself, I meant uncritically accept my what's that say? Emotional claims of self, what?
Victimhood.
As
as fact. The question to me is violence.
To question me is violence. You cannot question the science.
Yes.
Science is
You're being
unquestionable. How to calm a trans woman. You need to calm down, sir. That's fucked. Oh, man. I saw this one. Just a great meme. Rent free. My pussy is open for refugees.
Okay.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
Well, look how. Oh my God.
This is what's happening.
What the fuck is this?
Kid talking to the microphone.
And he's holding it between his crotch.
Yep. This is in L.A.
Nice. Ever notice how Hollywood has a billion anti-Hitler movies, but not a single one against Lenin, Mao, or Stalin? Maybe it's time to notice that stuff.
That is time. I can't.
If Tom kills Jerry, the show is over. Same reason the other party never fixes anything when they're in power. It's true. It's true.
Oh, there's Dee Dee's birthday.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Like an Alec Baldwin. The only Trump that they've got. I saw a meme with him in it as Trump. It's like, at least they got this Trump. Or do you already have that one in here too? And I just spoiled it.
No.
Hold on. I'm not here to answer questions. I'm just here because I'm a black lesbian.
That's true.
I will redirect you to the White House Counsel. Don't worry, the doors are always locked. That's last week, I think, right?
Was it?
I think. Oh, wait, this one wasn't, I don't think. Williamton, Delaware, rent $3K. With one document, $8K. Two documents, $12. 3, 16. With all 4 documents, $20K. With garage, $49,910. Mortgage value, $20K. Classified cost, $50K each. Top secret, 75 plus 4 documents.
If a player owns all the documents in any category, the rent may be doubled upon request by China.
If you pass go, don't. What did this bottom say? If you pass go, don't collect
Go
to.
back. Did it say that?
I think so on the bottom. Don't worry, you won't go to jail. 400 calories of oil, 400 calories of chicken, 400 calories of vegetables, 400 calories of oil. 400 calories of oil. U.S. invades. Oh my God. See, it's good to get infected because it gives you immunity. Why would I want immunity? To protect you from getting in. Wait. Me and the boys trying to figure out how to fly the F-15 we just bought off our dark web. People who need text and image. People who only need text.
That's a good one. You got to fill in the blanks on this one.
Oh, God. That kills me. Wow. I can't read. My body is a machine that turns dicks into sucked dicks. What the fuck?
I don't know.
What the fuck is this?
My body is a machine that turns dicks into sucked dicks.
What the fuck, dude? Peace was never an option.
I don't even know what that says, but it's just funny.
What is that, like a Halo guy grabbing sand? Oh, no,
This
this
was
just straight military.
this-
Es Niev Lloro.
This was in Brazil. I think.
It's like celebration something. I don't know.
Is that Spanish or Portuguese? I can't tell.
I don't know. There's nothing that can make pedophilia just magically disappear. Me. Alakablam! Alakablam. Holy shit. Oh, there's the man. Yeah. Rod. Hot Rod. Captain, what is that?
Tungsten berries.
What's he say, though? Captain who?
Tungsten.
No, Captain who?
Captain Himars.
Himars.
These things. Those are Himars.
Oh, tungsten berries. Vaporize me, Captain. Oh, man. Cheap shit for brains. Dances with snowflakes. It's a dances with snowflakes. Oh, dude, did you hear the kid that was in that movie got arrested? Smiles a lot.
Yeah, I did.
Got fucking jacked for having like 4 wives.
5 wives. or
5
some shit.
wives.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sitting bullshit. Yeah, that's her. For sale. Comes with documents.
I love this one.
Jay is awesome. The system isn't broken. It was built that way by design.
Yeah, then he married her.
Damn. Are they? Yeah, and they are walking together. Is
Yeah.
that a real picture?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it looks like it could be Photoshop.
Either way, he married her.
Yep. Oh. Oh, I ain't seen something that disturbing in a while. Fucking cockhead. I just wanted to read some books to you chickens. Oh my God.
Says it all.
Oh God. Remember, just because you're fucking ugly doesn't mean you're another gender. Harsh. Fucking harsh. Dude, that is harsh. And true.
True. All right, that's the end of it.
There we go. That's the memes of the week, folks. And
Let's see what I got on.
now he goes digging again. We'll just get out until he finds something. Oh, yeah, Barnes. Fucking amazing work. I did send you some stuff, but I think I sent you videos. What the hell's going on? Did I just fucking...
I think we're ready.
I don't know what's going on here.
Let me see where I'm at. No, that's not it. It's somebody looking for an apartment.
Dude, something's going on with the fucking feed up there.
Here we go. No thanks. I support the government. I'm ready.
I don't know what's going on. I got to like reset something here.
I got the memes ready to roll.
It went back to the intro. I'm sorry, folks. It's doing the intro.
Why are we at the intro?
I don't, because it's like I pressed a...
What do you think's going to happen this week?
The weird part is we don't even...
That was us.
The main camera went.
It's back on the intro for some reason. You guys heard that already, huh?
I didn't like stop streaming. No, it's still streaming. Well, what the fuck? Oh, I know what's going on. I think this is just in the wrong, we're at the wrong thing. That's all. Sorry.
There we go.
Now we're back where we're supposed to be. That happened to us the other week.
Did it?
Yeah, it's like it starts it back up there on the main monitor from the beginning of the show, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? All right, so here we go. Sorry, we were probably sitting here the whole time, like looking like fools.
Somebody passes him a brain. No thanks. I support the government.
That's nice.
Thought that was interesting.
Unexplainable things that happened in the world I did not miss. It's a hand.
Hand in the sky.
Watching a squirrel in Albany, New York, running around with a cat in its mouth. Is that what it says?
Cigarette.
Oh, dude, I got a little picture over that.
Oh.
Maybe you should try and pick those ones up if you see that. Meme of the day. No lockdowns.
Hold on, I gotta get rid
Dox them and fire them. Jail them. I know people like that online. No lockdowns. Brave freedom fighters. Put the chip in. Meme of the day. How Texas see America. Texas, Canada. Meme of the day. Are there too many illegal aliens in the United States? Yes, 22%. No, 17%. No comprende, 61%. That's pretty fucked. That's pretty fucked. Breaking. Joe Biden says global warming is greater threat to humanity than nuclear war. Also breaking. Joe Biden has fucking dementia.
He literally said that.
That was him? He actually posted that? That's awesome.
No, Joe Biden literally said that.
That's because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Meme of the day. Capitalism. Work, buy, consume, die. Socialism. Work, die. That's about right. Charging $95 to attend a lecture against capitalism. That's Bernie. I cannot read that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
way too
right.
small.
I don't know what these are. I guess that's it.
All righty. Let's see if this fucking starts over the fucking thing again. It did. It did. Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Weird. I got some buttons mixed up on the keypad, folks. I'm gonna have to sort that out. But I think we did about an hour and a half or so, right? Thereabouts, or is it like an hour 15? What do we got here? I don't even know.
We don't know.
But I'm cold. I know that.
We're cold.
Trying
Trying to keep the lights on here.
So, we'll see about getting some warmth in here. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I forget. I got one more. Hopefully only one more wrestling weekend, folks, and that's next weekend.
All right.
But we should be able to do Sunday.
Sunday's good for me. It's better for me, actually.
It's better for me, too.
So let's start planning Sundays.
It's just the day we're going to do it, Sunday nights.
Yeah. That's good for me because I won't be sitting around Saturday wondering.
And it's also good, too, because I think, like, there's always breaking news late Saturday night lately, it seems.
Next Sunday, we're going to be competing with the old
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
Is it next Sunday?
I think so, yeah.
I don't even know anymore. I haven't watched anything as far as sports go. In a
I
while.
stopped watching after the Giants got beat it.
Well, I've lost my taste for like, it seems like it's rigged most of the time.
I had hoped this year because the Giants had a shitty record.
I mean, they started out pretty good.
Usually, see, that's the thing that didn't get me because usually, like, if you look at our Super Bowl years, we usually didn't have that great of a record. I think the last one we made it in is a fucking
You're
wild
like
card.
7 and something,
Yeah,
7 and 8. What who's in the Super Bowl this year?
I think it's the Eagles lost, right?
Hard saying, not knowing.
I think it's San Francisco and
The 49ers, bro.
it's the 49ers and I want to say Kansas City, but I think that's wrong.
Well, let us know in the comments, folks.
In the comments.
Make sure you like, subscribe, fucking hit the bell.
Hit the bell. You touch that bell like Jeffrey Epstein coming up on an adolescent kid.
I forgot to bring this up. Did you hear about the trout for clout?
What? Trout for clout?
You don't want to know.
What do you mean I don't want to know?
It's on Reddit. If anybody wants to know about trout for clout, go on to Reddit and type in trout for clout. Barney's going to check it out after we get off the show.
Is this some fucking Eddie Haynes shit?
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll see y'all next week,
Next
folks. Remember, wherever you go, there you are.